teenage brain. Now to start off with, there is another name for the teenage brain called the adolescent brain. The adolescent brain starts at around the age of 11, might be a bit later for other people, and then will end at around the age of 19. The adolescent brain really is just another phrase for it, and it is just the stage of the brain that you'll go through in your teenage years. Now, we're going to also be looking at the 6 needs of the teenage brain, or the adolescent brain, which are super important, and these are the things that you need to try and do, which will majorly affect how you grow up. And so to start off with, we've got interlinking learning. Interlinking learning is all about how your brain is connected in your body through your neurons. Your neurons, of course, your brain can of course send signals to your neurons which tell you to blink, breathe, move your hands, and everything that you don't really think about on a daily basis. The other part of interlinking learning is all about how you process information. Large groups of information goes into your brain and it starts chunking it. Chunking is just where it puts it into groups to make it a bit more useful and you can see what you actually need. All of this means that you can process information quicker and it will help you in the future exams. Next up, we have making meaning. Making meaning is all about how you process information, how it is going in, and then how you're changing as you get older. And so, when you're really, really young, I don't know if you remember, but when you were really little, just at toddler age, you started doing everything and trying a bit of everything, as you were still embracing the world and taking everything in. And well, now, as you're getting a bit older into your teenage years, you need to start picking out those bits of information, the bits that you like. So it's going to start picking out passions, hobbies, and talents. And your brain will start to focus on those, instead of kind of having everything just all scrambled up. Next up, we have peers. Your peers, your family, your friends, and really everybody around you can majorly affect how the adolescent brain functions. It is really important that you have a good amount of social interaction, as having that friends and family around you is super important. They can really help you out, they know all of your best attributes, and your talents, and your hobbies, and they can really just make you feel so much better. It also really affects the brain and makes it far more open to seeing other people, and it can really help you in the future. Next up, we have agency. Agency means that you know that you have the belief that you can influence your life, and that means that then you can choose which decisions you make to get a positive outcome and make yourself happy. Agency can also has the bit about changing exactly as I said about decisions and how you get older and how you function with those. Now, moving on, we have risk-taking. Risk-taking is really, really important as you get older, as when you risk-take, it means that then in the future, you'll know more about these things. As you get older, you'll have to overcome many obstacles, which means that risk-taking is super important. It's super important that you can find a way to do it safely in a safe environment, so that then it can help you out in the future. Finally, we have transition. Transition is mainly that transition between primary and secondary school. It may be primary, middle, and then high school if you're somewhere else in the world. Looking at the UK-based table, it is primary then secondary. It's really, really important that you are processing that information and everything is going in, and it's such a big change in going through that stage. It can be really difficult sometimes, and it's really important that you know that everybody's there to help you out, and everything's going to be okay. Now, those are all the 6 needs of the teenage brain, and I have 3 final things to tell you. Firstly, always take care of your body. It can really, really help you out, and generally do what your brain is telling you, as it's definitely there to help you out in the future. Secondly, don't worry, all of the teenage brain and all of the adolescent brain things can be scary, but it's okay. Everyone's there to help you out, and you'll be fine. Finally, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye!